what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Recently I came across something called pressure interview by my Korean friends. So today I'm gonna talk about pressure interview. Cause it turns out when you Koreans go to a job interview, the interviewer or the worker there or the boss there ask you really private questions and really rude questions in the interview situation. They put you in a bad situation by asking really private questions and attack your experience or your personality or your looks and try to see how you react and how you get out of this bad situation. In Korea, it's really common to not work for a longer period, I've heard, if you're unemployed or if you lose your job or something like that, because sometimes it's really hard to get a new job. And then the interviewer can ask during the interview, like, what did you do while the other normal people were working? Intentionally saying that you are not normal by not working. You're not like the other normal people. And when you explain what you have done during that period where you were not working or were unemployed, or if you just took some part-time jobs just to get some money, then they are belittling you and all the things that you have done, so they can see how you get out of that pressured situation that they put you in. Also, one of my Korean friends went to an interview with a Korean company and they were indirectly asking, how are you thinking about pregnancy? When are you gonna get kids? And because she was over 30 years old. Also, she was asked how big her medchip was. Basically, how big tolerance she has. They ask you things that you don't know and have no clue about just to find your flaws. And saying that it would be better if you knew more about these things. I've heard that they ask really private questions, like about your parents' education level and salary, and making points about your looks, belittling about being a female related to the marriage and pregnancy, asking about religious and political beliefs, and asking about your parents' jobs. If they are living in an apartment that is bought, or if they are living in an apartment that is for rental, and asking if your parents are divorced. They're attacking and pointing out things about your outfits and your looks and the age, and how you broke up with your previous partners, and how your relationship is with your partners and have been with your partners. And so apparently there are many books and tips, and I've heard it like almost like schools to get out of the pressure interview situation, because it's so common in Korea. And I've heard that most people, or a lot of people, cry after the interview. And why I'm reacting so big to this, and it's because to me it sounds so sad. Because if you compare to Sweden, where I come from, it's completely different. In Sweden, they are trying to get to know you and try to create an as nice atmosphere as possible before the interview and during the interview and even after the interview, by giving you candies and coffee and making you feel comfortable so you can show the absolute best of you to the interviewers and the co-workers and the ones who's gonna hire you. And we even have laws and rules when it comes to the interview situation about which questions you can ask and which questions you can't ask. And you can absolutely not ask if someone is gonna have a pregnancy or a kid soon in the future. That's against the law here. Swedish interviews is more like the boss or a team leader are set up with you, the interviewer, and they're trying to get to know you and they're trying to find out what you can give us, the company. What can you offer us? They want to know what you're good at and what you can give. You basically have to sell yourself. And then the boss or the team leader tells you what we can offer. This is our work situation, this is what we do, this is how the work looks like a little bit. And then really early in the interview, they're trying to get to your spare time or your hobbies, what you do when you're not working, because they want to see your personality so you can basically show the most positive side of yourself. It's almost like the boss and the team leader are trying to bond a friendship between you, the interviewer, and us, the interviewers. So they can ask like, which sports do you like? Which movies do you like? What music do you listen to on your spare time? It's more like this in Sweden. So if what I've heard at least about Korea and about the pressure interviews is true, then please tell me in the comment section, because I don't know really how I feel about the pressure interview. I don't want to lecture or try to sound better somehow, but for me it sounds, what is the purpose? What are you trying to do with the pressure interview? It's one of the most horrible things I've ever heard. And I'm trying not to get mad here, but it's really shocking to me to hear about the pressure interview. And I can't even believe that they are true. And if they are true, then tell me in the comment section so I know. And I really hope that it's definitely not true, because it would be awful. Actually, it would be awful if it was true. Anyways, you guys, sorry if I got a little bit emotional too much or something like that this time, but yeah, I really love Korea and you Koreans, and I want you to feel the same about each other. I want you to respect each other, and I want you to take care of each other. Hope you like this video anyway. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Seven zero 5 for 12,000.